Hey guys,
it's Tick,
and Tech.
and today we're reviewing Deckbox Dungeons.
It's a game.
Yeah, it's a really neat game too. Basically, the whole idea is that it all fits inside this one little deck box. And it does. I can't get a hold of this plastic bag. Bam!
That's all you get is dice and a few cards.
Dice and cards, and that's it. You can build your own heroes and stuff. It doesn't take too long to play. It's not much longer than like a game of Magic.
Yeah.
Right? And friggin' it's like super diet D&D.
Yeah, so it's got like a lot of the cards in there are like, they're like this.
Yeah.
So like they're like dungeon rooms that connect to each other.
Yeah.
And that way you can freaking go through the thing. And there's an app that goes with it that helps you build the story.
Yeah.
Or they have preset stories or whatever. But when you go through it, like the amount of enemies or whatever that spawn, which are like these colored dice here with all the numbers on them. Those ones are different enemy types. And these guys are your characters. They're like little they're like little men, but they're weird looking.
They're just freaking wooden pieces.
Yeah.
Wooden miniatures.
Yeah, so you pick your character, their weapon, and their special abilities and stuff.
Like a class, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the monster cards, and you could buy these cards to help you beat a level.
Yeah, and you get treasure by killing dudes and friggin' energy by hitting people, and you use energy to activate abilities for your class.
Yeah, and it's just a dungeon crawl game.
Yeah, it's a little dungeon crawler.
And it's really simple and it's really quick to like start a game and play it. And technically you have one box and it's good for 1 to 2 players. Yeah, you can play by yourself.
Yeah.
But 1 to 2 players. But they say that you have to buy another box to get up to
3 or 4.
3 or 4 players.
But that doesn't make any sense because they give you 5 minis.
Yeah.
As well.
So technically you can play up to 4 with this one box. The only thing is the different types of equipment and heroes that you can use are really low because they use the equipment, like the type of weapon, and the heroes. The cards are double-sided.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you have 2 packs, you get a double of all of those. So you get an additional, like you could be same characters or characters on the flip side while they're the other character on the other side.
Yeah.
But with one box, you can't do that. And so I think they did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To force you to buy another one if you wanted more people.
Mm-hmm.
But 30 to 60 minutes is definitely accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So. What else?
Oh, excuse me. Technically, you don't need the deck box, but the number of like item cards and stuff you get, like, can be doubled basically.
The number of item cards?
Right. So if you have 3 players, you're supposed to buy a second one, so it can actually support more.
Oh, that's right, because it's got...
Because the items, there's a limited number of items.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the number of enemies. We ran into that problem last night, where we ran out of enemies to put down.
Yeah, we did.
So...
We didn't have enough dice. Which isn't that big of a deal, because we can use regular dice for it. But the whole point is, though, is...
Yeah.
So this is perfect for 1 to 2. And yeah, you would need another one if you really wanted to make sure you had all of the, like, this game specific pieces. Like, the specific dice that this game uses. And cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but, how much did you pay for it?
$23.
$23 for this thing.
Yeah. Max price is $25. So.
Alright.
It's not that bad, and it comes with a bunch of like custom pieces and stuff. Like.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing. We used the app, and the app puts the board together, like because each card you just are supposed to use for the map to make it easier. But we just used the tablet and put the pieces on the tablet, so that way we didn't have to fiddle with the cards moving around all of the time. So it just kind of made it made it a little bit easier. Depending on your situation, it won't be that easy. Because I know at one point, the last one we played, we were like 2 rooms away from the enemies. And so the tablet didn't make a whole lot of sense sometimes because we had our pieces in a spot that was relevant to when the tablet was in that room or hovering over that room, and then we'd move it back to the minions, and then their pieces would make sense where they were sitting.
Yeah.
So you get a little mixed up sometimes if you're doing it like that. But
we might have found a solution for that too, though. So
yeah, we might. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know.
So
no worries.
That's the idea. Was that up?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Do you recommend?
I do recommend it. It's fun.
Okay.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good little dungeon crawl D&D game. You know.
Yeah.
It gives you the bare minimum of like stuff, and it doesn't require like a dungeon master and like a lot of time and thought.
Yeah.
You're a dude with special abilities that you picked out, and you go. Fuck some people up. All right. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other channel.
And until next time, peace out.
Bye bye.